Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, giving you this quick update, but I need you subscribers to get, that's right, subscribers, I'm talking to you, get your fucking shit together and get old Vincenzo to 600 subscribers. Yes, I need more subscribers. Yeah. To push old Vincenzo to 600 subscribers this week. Yes. Oh no, Vincenzo. The angry shark is going to kill you if you don't get to 600 subscribers by Friday. He's swimming along the edge of the La Nina in the Central Pacific, about 2 meters down. And he's very angry, Vincenzo. Subscribers, help him. Look out! Look out! Right? And that's what we're here to do all that nonsense. As you like and subscribe to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. And we told you earlier we're in this bearish Vincenzo, I'm tired today. Bearish continuation pattern. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking bearish continuation pattern. And, it's probably going to break down as we zoom on in here into a super simple, easy way to trade this market. You can see upper resistance once, twice, and now 3 times. And it's not the charm. And then you pumped down and you came back up and then you crashed. And now you're in this descending triangle. But anytime you see this huge candle wick right now, see that? Big wick, and then it gets bought back up. It means there's a lot of buyers down there. But often as you get bought back up, you see it slowly selling off like this until an eventual breakdown to where you retest that bottom. At the very least, you got to retest. That's usually 7.75% time out of 10. That's how this works. And that's what we've been calling for since you got that buyback up. We've been saying, watch out. It's going to keep trading down after you hit that 200-day moving average on all those coins yesterday, right? So that's what we think is going to happen. We think you at least got to come back down here before you can make a substantial pump. So we're going to watch that. I do have some buy orders down in here right now. I missed this by 1/4 cent yesterday, and I would have just sold that immediately up here on the buyback. I was looking and playing it, and I was 1/4% or 1/4 cent too low because I was at work with shit signal, and it all happened within about 10 minutes from the flush to here, and you had to be in and out in under 10 minutes, and I barely missed it, but then I understood what was going on there, so I didn't buy in thinking it was going to do that because Vincenzo knew better. So now the next buy opportunity I'm waiting for a big swing would be down here to up here, and if you look at that on a flash crash and a buyback, you would come up, a good 10 to 12%, but then if we get even lower, I got a buy order in down here. Say we do this, come up, and then we flush down. I got buy orders here and buy orders here to if we flush way down there for the huge pump back. And by I mean huge pump back, if we look at that, like I say, old support and resistance lines, you would pull that out, zoom out to the hour time frame because it's easier in a super simple, easy way. If you get flushed and you don't hold that double bottom with our industry exclusive price label right here, if we don't hold this double bottom at 21 cents when we come back down and crash, we can come back down to the 18 or 14 cent level. And then when you have a huge pump, you come up and you hit overhead resistance, but we use our industry exclusive measuring tool. Say you came up from this level and you make that big pump, there's your big pump, 35%. Or if you come from a level lower than that and you bounce off with a flash crash to a fast pump, you get a 50% pump up, right? So those are the levels I'm looking at. 21 cents, I got a buy order. 17, 18 cents, and there's a buy order, and final buy orders are at 15. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to play this crash because I think you have another big leg to the downside coming, but then you'll have big wicks to the upside, but you have to have buy orders in or you can never limit order in. It happens too quick, right? So that's what's going on with the Dogecoin. The Ethereum, you can see it's starting to come back down. Like we told you when we zoom out to the 3-hour time frame, we told you, right, that as soon as you came down, your first target was here to retest, and then eventually you're coming down there, but it's going to take a long time. Now you're getting bought back up. then I think you're going to break down out of this consolidation pattern, right? And you're going to start to trade down. But as you come down, then you're going to back test this, right? So it's going to be in steps. Like they say, you take the elevator up, you take the steps up and the elevator down. You've seen that yesterday as you took the steps up over about a week, and then you took the elevator to the floor in about 2 minutes, right? Look at some XLM real quick. You can see it came down all the way to key support, and you can see with our industry exclusive perching tool that we use to sniff out overt and subvert the charlatans and the fleece heisters and shysters that squeeze the retail trader as they manipulate the market. You can see this was our upper resistance, our lower support, multiple hits on the upper resistance, lower support. This is a rising channel. Technical target is the bottom of the channel at 23 cents. And you can see we crashed all the way down to about 27 cents. So technically that cleared it, right? And that's why we kept telling you, but we diagnosed this out and sniffed it out on the pump back. And then it perfectly came up and retested right here your old up underneath support, which is now your new resistance, and it crashed. And that's a textbook on how this usually works, right? We're going to do something even better for you here. We're going to get this, and then we're going to get our little industry exclusive arrow. See that right there? And then we're going to clone my little beautiful arrow, and then see that where you broke out of, right? That's classic when you break out of that channel at the... God, why is this way over there? When you broke out of that at the 37 cent level, and then you bounced off the 200-day moving average at the 32 cent level, a logical spot eventually would be that we were telling you is to come up and retest that now as upper resistance that used to be lower support at the 37 cent level. And now at the 43 cent level was upper resistance, got violently rejected, and then you had your flash crash all the way down to 27 cents. See how simple, super easy that is? That's why we were pointing that out. And now I think you got to come back down to that 27 cents and then see if you can build some structure and try to fight back over overhead resistance. But we seem to be ultra bearish now. And I've been telling you, just like Bitcoin, we had a huge crash coming, and you're starting to see it now. I told you we had a huge crash, a huge pump, and then a huge crash. And now some of the crash is starting. The people are getting nervous. The Celo is plummeted, a phenomenal glowing. And then this is what I get when people sit there and say, oh, I'm horrible. Look at this. All you guys telling me this is going to the moon, and Celo in one day, 65% down. And you could diagnose and sniff out and detect this, but you guys never want to hear anything but the price is going to keep doing this. You had a 3-day period where it pumped, and in one day you lost it all, right? So all you guys up here, unless you sold, were wrong. And you got hammered because I was telling you to sell into that. But you guys know it all just because a coin pumps on a day. What other one? Quant is still pumping, but eventually Quant's going to pull a Celo. And before you know it, and my warning, and I've been telling you this, anyone that's bought in pre-pump, at any time you're up 100, 200%, and something is went as crazy as this, as we clean up this ugly chart, something that's pumped up as phenomenally crazy as this has, you have to sell, because yes, before you know it, and somebody asked me, am I sure this is going to crash? Yeah, sure as I am, as Joe Biden and Kamala Harris sucked their way to become vice president and blew off as a young whore, was a high price hooker, and sucked off a very old married man to get into politics, and Joe Biden is a communist, and that's how sure I am that this is going to come down. And eventually Quant, yes, oh yes, fucking Quanta will crash and come all the way down to $70, because this will lose everything it just gained in a flash crash, just like Celo just did, because you take the steps up and the elevator down to the floor, and that's what's going to happen. And Quant, you'll see. Oh, this is a phenomenal pump by Algo. And again, Algo, I highly recommend anybody in this coin that just made that pump 38% from last night. I highly recommend you sell into this rally, because this will give it all back. Again, sell Algo. It's going to give it all back. Phenomenal trade. Congratulations on that. Vincenzo called that a few days ago. Sell that 38% gain. It could go up a little more, but it will give it all back as quick as it gave it to you. Peace and love. Peace and love.